Welcome to Ajaxara Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss thermal properties of matter. In this, Kirchhoff's law and application. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. First one, Kirchhoff's law. At a given temperature for a given wavelength range, the ratio of emissive power to absorptive power of a substance is constant. So, at given temperature for a given wavelength range, the ratio of emissive power to the absorptive power of a substance is constant. This is the statement of Kirchhoff's law. E lambda by A lambda is equals to constant. This constant is equal to the emissive power of a perfect black body at the given temperature and wavelength. So that is E by lambda is equal by A lambda, that is equals to constant, that is equals to E lambda. Note, E lambda and lambda being good emitters, they are good absorbers of thermal radiation. Now we'll discuss applications. Fraunhofer lines in solar spectrum is an example of absorption spectra. These lines can be explained by Kirchhoff's law. Cooking vessels are coated with the black outside since black surface is a good absorber. So highly polished surfaces are good reflectors but poor absorbers. Now let us discuss MCQs. A block of ice can radiate as well as absorb heat, cannot radiate heat is an example for black body, is an example for white body. So, a block of ice can radiate as well as absorb heat. In case of a perfect black body, emissivity is equals to 1, absorptive power is equals to 1, reflecting and transmitting powers are 0, all of the above. So, in a case of perfect black body, all the above, emissivity is equals to 1, absorptive power is equals to 1, reflecting and transmitting powers are 0. So, all the above. Fraunhofer lines in solar spectrum can be cited as an example of Stephen's law and Kirchhoff's law, Wien's law, Planck's law. So, Fraunhofer lines in solar spectrum can be cited an example of Kirchhoff's law. Now, we will discuss Stephen's law. Now, let us discuss Stephen's law. The radiation emitted by a black body per unit area per unit time is proportional to fourth power of absolute temperature of a body, or the emissive power of a black body is directly proportional to fourth power of its absolute temperature. So, this emissive power of a black body E is proportional to fourth power of its absolute temperature, that is T power 4. So, E is proportional to T power 4. If you remove the proportionality, you have to put a constant, that is sigma. E is equal to sigma T power 4, where E is the emissive power of a black body. So, E can be written as Q by AT, that is equals to sigma T power 4. Stephen's law. Here power P is equal to minus E sigma A, here T power 4 minus T power 4. This is absorption and this is emission. See here once, T absorption, T object, and here these are temperatures of object and environment. OBJ nothing but objects, ENV nothing but environment. So, the value of sigma is 5.670 into the power of minus 8 watts by meter square and Kelvin to the power of 4. Q by T is equals to P, that is equal to sigma A T power 4. So, where A is the area of emitting surface T is the absolute temperature of the body. So sigma is the Stephen's constant. The value of sigma is 5.67 into the power of 8 watts, meter to the power of minus 2 and Kelvin to the power of minus 4. So units of Stephen's constant is watt, meter to the power of minus 2 and Kelvin to the power of minus 4. Dimensional formula is m L0 T power minus 3 and theta to the power of minus 4. The radiant power P for any body is given as P is equals to E sigma A T to the power of 4. When a body of radiant power P is kept in an enclosure of power P0 at temperature T0. So rate of heat lost P minus P0 is equals to E sigma A T power 4 minus T0 power 4. So the ratio of heats radiated by the bodies is P1 by P2 is equals to E1 A1 by E2 A2 D1 by D2 whole to the power of 4. So if the bodies are spherical in shape and their radii are R1 and R2, then A1 is equals to 4 pi R1 square and A2 is equals to 4 pi R2 square. Then P1 by P2 is equals to E1 by E2 R1 by R2 whole square and T1 by T2 whole to the power of 4. If one of the bodies at the temperature T1 is a sphere of radius R and the other body at temperature T2 is a cube of side length L, then P1 by P2 is equals to E1 by E2 and 4 pi square by 6 L square into T1 by T2 whole square. Since A1 is equals to 4 pi L square and A2 is equal to 6 L square. Why? Because it's a cube of side length L. This is sphere of radius R. So ratio of initial rates of heat lost by two bodies kept in the same surroundings is R1 by R2 is equal to E1 by E2 into A1 by A2 into T1 to the power of 4 minus T0 to the power of 4 by T2 to the power of 4 minus T0 to the power of 4. So for two spherical bodies R1 by R2 is equals to E1 by E2 R1 by R2 whole square and T1 to the power of 4 minus T0 to the power of 4 by T2 to the power of 4 minus T0 to the power of 4. Rate of falling of temperature of a body at a temperature T kept in surroundings of temperature T0 is obtained by substituting rate of heat lost R is equals to ms d theta by dt. So where m is the mass of the body, s is its specific heat, and d theta by dt is the rate of fall of temperature of the body. So the rate of heat lost R is equals to sigma E A T power 4 minus T0 to the power of 4. So ms d theta by dt is equals to sigma E A T power 4 minus T0 to the power of 4. Here substituting in the place of R ms d theta by dt. So then V rho s d theta by dt is equals to sigma E A T power 4 minus T0 power 4. Here O should be here. Okay, here we are using density D is equals to mass by volume, that is rho is equals to mass, rho is equals to mass by volume. Mass per unit volume is known as density. So m is equals to V into rho. We are substituting here V into rho in the place of m. Okay. Next, since m is equals to V into rho, rate of fall of temperature, that is d theta by dt is equals to V sigma A by V rho s into T power 4 minus T0 to the power of 4. Next, initial rate of fall of temperature of a spherical body of radius r can be found by substituting V is equals to 4 by 3 pi r cube and A is equal to 4 pi r square in the above formula. Then d theta by dt is equals to E 4 pi r square by 4 by 3 pi r cube rho into s d power 4 minus T0 to the power of 4. Here we are getting cancelled 4 pi r square. Then we will get d theta by dt is equals to 3 by r rho s t power 4 minus t naught to the power of 4. Initial rates of fall of temperature of two spherical bodies of same material in the same surroundings is d theta by d1 of 1 and d theta by d2 of 2, that is equals to E1 by E2 of R2 by R1 into T1 to the power of 4 minus T0 to the power of 4 by T2 to the power of 4 minus T0 to the power of 4. Initial rate of temperature of cubical body of side length L is A is equal to 6L square, that is V is equals to L cube, area and volume. Then d theta by dt is equals to E6L square by L rho into S, t power 4 minus t naught to the power of 4. So then d theta by dt is equals to 6E by L rho into S, t power 4 minus t naught to the power of 4. I'll discuss MCQs. First one, the amount of heat radiated by a black body per second per unit area is dash to the fourth power of its absolute temperature, directly proportional, inversely proportional, equivalent, greater than. Here it is directly proportional. So the amount of heat radiated by a black body per second per unit area is directly proportional to the fourth power of its absolute temperature. So that is E is proportional to T power 4. Next, the value of sigma is 5.6 10 to the power of 5 watt meter to the power of minus 2 and Kelvin to the power of minus 4 and 5.67 10 to the power of minus 8 watt per meter square Kelvin to the power of 4 and 5 10 to the power of 5 watt meter to the power of minus 2 and Kelvin to the power of minus 4. 5.6 in 10 to the power of 5 watt meter to the power of minus 2 and Kelvin to the power of minus 4. So the value of sigma is 5.67 into 10 to the power of minus 8 watt meter to the power of minus 2 and Kelvin to the power of minus 4. Next, the dimensional formula of Stephen's constant is mL0 t power minus 2 and theta power minus 4, mL0 t power minus 3 and theta power minus 4, mL1 t power minus 2 and theta power minus 4, mL0 t power minus 2 and theta power minus 3. So the dimensional formula of Stephen's constant is mL0 t power minus 3 and theta power minus 4. Thanks for watching this video.